Hiya, this is Sammy, and my first YouTube video. Today I'm making a Korok from The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, and I hope you enjoy. Here I am making the marbling effect, like, not in-game they have them, but I can't put, like, the wood-like features into clay, so this is what I did. It took me like forever to mix this, which was horribly painful and annoying. And I tried so many different ways. It's just the clay is very hard, but not in a bad way. It's just mixing polymer clay especially is horrible. Finally I mixed it. Now I'm shaping it into the desired shape that I want. It took me a bit to decide if I wanted it to be like a little blob or a blob with a head. I decided both.
Now I am pinching the clay and making the feet so he can stand properly and not wobble over. But that did happen a lot. The wobbling part, which is why I named him Labo.
Now I'm separating the little pieces of clay to make the horns and arms. When I was making the arms, it was actually pretty difficult because of the fact that the clay was I used too much clay. It just looked odd to me. I don't know why. But here I'm trying, the reason why I'm putting the arms like hugged around its body is because it's going to be holding what I call a silent princess, but it's definitely doesn't look like it at all. But here I am, blending it in so it doesn't fall off when I put it in the oven. I ended up calling him Labo because in Latin, Labo means wobble, fluffy or waddle, and I thought he was just an adorable ball of joy who kept on falling over each time I left him be. So I decided to call him that because one, it's cute, and two, it just fits. I made a gap between the arms so I can put the silent princess stem between there. Take note that I am not a professional. I am just learning how to do this, and I just thought, why not record it? But here I am mixing the colors together to get a darker color because the silent princess stem is definitely not the bright green that I have on the left of the screen.
A lot of this mixing stuff is very out of frame because of the fact that I zoomed in too much.
Now I am placing the stem, or I'm about to place the stem onto the Korok. I think I'm pronouncing that right. I don't know. It's a difficult word. I made it look like a banana. It's a green banana holding it. I'm making the color of the silent princess. I did not have a lot of white. Need to buy some more. So I ended up actually mixing the white with the blue. Like, it was weird when I was trying to make the flower. I did not have the stuff. I did not have waxing paper to do it correctly without it sticking onto my fingers or the table. The white that I use is very, very, like, I don't know how to explain it. It, like, gets super soft all of a sudden, and it is so annoying. Like, when you try to mix it, it just feels like slime. I don't know why. It's weird. A lot of this is out of frame because I was sticking the flower petals onto my fingers, and then I used this stupid method of getting some blue smudged onto my finger and then dabbing it on there instead of painting it. Here I kind of showed it, but still out of frame because I zoomed in too much, which I can't zoom out because I already pre-recorded these, which sucks, you know. But here I kind of showed it for like a second where it looked like what it was supposed to look like, what I had in mind, basically. It's a stupid method, but sort of works when you try to pry it off your finger. It kind of sucks, but you know, what can you do if you don't have the stuff? When I did make the other ones, I put it on my other fingers, and I couldn't use my pointer finger and my thumb because I put the petal on both, and it was very difficult. And they were so small that when I took them off, I couldn't put them on the Korok, which was so annoying. I honestly think that this part was probably the most tedious and annoying part, and I swear I will never make a tiny flower again. It doesn't matter if it looks horrible. I tried and failed, and I just won't make another silent princess again. And as I said before, the reason why I called him Labo is because he keeps on falling over where the wobble comes from. Now I'm putting the petals on the table, which was a horrible idea because I was trying to transfer the petals to the Korok, but you see me trying to pry it off there and put it on there did not work at all. Now I'm putting white on there because it did not look like it was blended onto the blue, so it was annoying as hell. I don't know why I decided to do this. It was a time waster. I spent this whole time making the flower, just doing the petal, when I could have originally done what I did at the end when I lost my patience. Now I am also trying to take off the petal from my finger. I don't know why this is all out of frame. Oh, there we go. That's the part where that's me raging. This is the part where I did it on my fingers, and you will get a close-up of how I was doing it. Don't mind my hideous face. I don't know why I did this. It was a stupid method. And then I moved it back. I don't know why. Yeah, I probably got tired of my own face. Anyway, I put it on the table, which was an idiot move. See, I'm smudging what's on the table and then just planting it on the thing, which it gets stuck to my table, and then when I try to pry it off, it smudges worse, and then I can't put it on the Korok. See, look, this is what happens, which is so very annoying. Anyway, what I ended up doing was, I just made a couple of triangle-like things and just smushed them onto him. It's fine, it doesn't have to be a silent princess. It was originally gonna be one, now it's just a blue flower because it doesn't look anything like it. Here's where I tried doing what I thought I was gonna do, but then, you know, it kind of like didn't lift up from the table, so I redid it and then decided, okay, that's okay. Again, this is all very out of frame, which is annoying. But, you know, stupid mistakes. I can't redo this, and yeah. Because, well, I could, you know, I could, but do you think I want to? No, I do not. Here's my, like, third method of trying to do this, which is very annoying and very tedious. And I think it's the last part. Yeah, it's the last part of the Silent Princess part where I decide, okay, I'm just gonna make a ton of petals on the table and then just put it on his face, you know? Oh my god, this was so annoying. But, you know, you do things for art. The amount of times I have tried to crack my back during this video is crazy. My posture is horrible. My back is still hurting from this video because I'm leaned over trying to do simple, very detailed details. Like, tiny details. Which is horrible. But you do what you gotta do. I still have a very sore back, and you'll see me like multiple times arching over to the side, attempting to crack my back. Anyway, here I am trying to add the little gold flower middle thing, and again, not very detailed. I tried. I'm just not good at small flowers. So now, I try prying it off the spatula thing, I don't know what I call it, and then I'm putting it on Labo, the Korok. It was very difficult to make sure that it didn't fold or flap over in the wrong way, and so that I can place the leaf for his face later. This is where I started making his leaf face. I decided, I was like, that doesn't look very right, so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna add brown, hopefully that helps. Honestly, it helped a little bit, but I did see the gradient I wanted, or whatever the word is. But I decided, yes, that's a good color, and I put it on. In the end, it looked very nice, because there was a little streak of brown in the middle, kind of looking like the leaf's little details, and I thought it looked pretty swell. Now I am placing it on his face and shaping it into a leaf-like form. And again, he fell over. I fixed his legs in the end, but kind of defeats the purposes of his name being Labo. But I'm gonna make him a little plate where he can stand with all my other Koroks, and I am going to maybe make a Deku tree. I don't know. I might not have enough clay, but I might use terracotta clay. But if I do that, I will not be able to record it because of the fact that I do not have access to... There he goes again, falling. I do not have access to terracotta clay in my home, only at school, so yeah. Now here I am adding the facial features. I decided the eyeball was too big, so I was going to remake it. Here I am splitting it into two, trying to make the appropriate size for a tiny Korok's face. I decided to give it a happy face since it's holding a flower, and he looks super derpy, and his name also being Labo just makes that just so much more great. I gave him kind of like a V face, kind of like the opposite of the Korok next to him. Here I am placing it on his face. He looks super happy. I loved how his face turned out. It just fills me with joy looking at him. It's probably one of my favorite clay creations. Now I am putting the tree trunk horn thingies. I honestly really liked how simple they turned out and how just amazing. I thought it looked super cute and I was very happy with it. Now I am placing it on his head and I'm going to blend it with my favorite blending tool. It's very difficult blending, but also very easy. It's weird. It just depends on which tool you used. I found this one the most easiest for me. Now I am adding his second horn, tree thing. There he goes, falling again. This man will not stop falling. Oh no, this is not the tree horn. Excuse me for saying the tree horn. It is actually the little... They usually have little knobs to keep the leaf in place, showing how they how their leaves are attached to their faces. And I always made sure to add that. Now I am adding the tree horn thing and blending it. I only added a singular horn thing because, I just felt like he should be a blob of happiness and derpiness. But now they're cooking in the oven, and it took them a while to cook. They've been in there for about 40 minutes. Some of them are a bit flimsy, but yeah. Here is the final product. I have my snail, stingray, and eyeball. Then this is the previous Korok, and I gave it a little butt, which I thought was so adorable. And then my other Korok, which looks, again, adorable, and I gave it a little butt as well. Anyway, now it's time for Mod Podge. So I placed out my little buddies on waxing paper. I finally got some waxing paper so I can make more detailed work and actually not have a time struggling to place it onto anything. Anyway, I opened the lid. This is probably the worst part. Using the scissors to pry out the paper lining from the lid so I could pour Mod Podge into the lid because I don't have a little container for that. probably the most difficult part. The rest was very easy. It was just like coating it in Mod Podge, and then it dried like in a few minutes. It was, honestly, I've never used Mod Podge before, so honestly, it was great. But some of this will be out of frame, not like last time, which is good because I made sure to learn how to use my zooming tools. I will be adjusting the camera a lot because obviously you can tell it is very difficult. Yeah, see here, I adjusted the camera. And then that was the perfect angle I could find right there. And I will probably be filming like that from now on. If I don't keep on lifting the things up to my face and then you guys can see it. But anyway, it was a very easy process and it dried very quickly. I just needed to find out a technique. It didn't take me that long to find out what was best for me, but when I did, it worked very well, and I painted all the rest of my projects that I did before this, and they're all dry now, and it was pretty easy. And now I may ask of everyone to put their hands together for the final product. It didn't change much from when they were in the oven, but I wanted to give them a clear coat to, one, like, fill any cracks. Not the butt cracks though, because those are important. To fill the cracks and fill gaps, so also it won't scratch, and I could just probably coat it with another coat of Mod Podge if that does happen. But I really liked how they turned out. They were super cute, and I really want to make more. It was a very enjoyable process and really easy to make, honestly. Like, the first one that I made, the red one, didn't take me that long. But yeah, thank you everyone for watching the video. Please like and subscribe if you did like it, and have an amazing day. Bye bye.